village of Umaka, there lived a 15-year-old boy named Nnamdi. Nnamdi came from a wealthy family. His father owned several businesses, and his mother was a respected community leader. Despite his privileged upbringing, Nnamdi was known for his bright smile and curiosity. He loved school and dreamed of becoming a teacher someday. Nnamdi had 3 close friends: Chukwudi, Obi, and Ekene. Unlike Nnamdi, they came from less affluent backgrounds. This difference often made Nnamdi feel a bit out of place, and he found himself wanting to fit in with them more. One day after school, Chukwudi suggested they visit a new hangout spot near the village market. Excitedly, the boys agreed. At the market, they met some old boys who were talking about their experiences with girls. Nnamdi listened with interest but felt uncomfortable. He knew his parents had warned him about such things, but he didn't want to seem different from his friends. Over time, the older boys became friends with Nnamdi's group. They often spoke about having girlfriends and made it sound exciting. Chukwudi, Obi, and Ekene were soon talking about girls more often. Nnamdi felt pressured to join in. One day, a girl named Ada joined their group. She was 14 and very pretty. Nnamdi found himself drawn to her but was too shy to say anything. Chukwudi noticed and teased him about it. "Nnamdi, do you like Ada?" he asked. Nnamdi blushed and nodded. Chukwudi, always the instigator, encouraged Nnamdi to talk to Ada. "It's easy," he said. "Just be yourself." Nnamdi finally gathered the courage and spoke to Ada. To his surprise, she liked him too. They started spending more time together, and soon they were inseparable. As months passed, Nnamdi and Ada grew closer. They started talking about more serious things, and their friendship turned into a relationship. Nnamdi felt happy and proud, but he didn't realize the responsibilities that came with it. One afternoon, Nnamdi's friend invited him to a party at Obi's house. His parents were away, so they had the place to themselves. Ada was also invited, and Nnamdi was excited to see her. The party was lively with music, food, and laughter. At the party, the older boys brought drinks. Nnamdi had never tasted alcohol before, but his friends encouraged him to try it. "It's just for fun," Chukwudi said. "Don't be scared." Nnamdi took a sip. It tastes strange, but he didn't want to be left out. Ow! As the night went on, everyone became more relaxed. Nnamdi and Ada found a quiet corner and talked. The drinks made Nnamdi feel bold, and they shared a kiss. It was a new experience for both of them, and they felt closer than ever. Nnamdi's friend cheered him on, making him feel proud. "You are a man now," Ekene said. Nnamdi smiled but didn't fully understand the weight of those words. Weeks later, Nnamdi and Ada relationship grew even more serious. They spent almost all their free time together, often sneaking away to avoid the watchful eyes of their parents. They felt invincible and believed their love could conquer anything. However, Nnamdi's grades began to suffer. He spent less time studying and more time with Ada and his friends. His parents noticed the change and tried to talk to him, but Nnamdi brushed it off. "I am fine, Mama," he would say. "I just have a lot on my mind." One evening, while walking Ada home, they decided to take a shortcut through a secluded path. They sat down to talk and soon found themselves lost in each other's embrace. The influence of his friends and the party came rushing back, and Nnamdi made a decision that would change his life forever. A few months later, Ada began to feel sick in the mornings. She didn't understand why and grew worried. One day, she confided in Nnamdi. "I have been feeling strange," she said. "I think something is wrong." Nnamdi was confused and didn't know what to do. They decided to go to the village clinic to find out what was happening. After some tests, the nurse delivered the news that Ada was pregnant. Hey! Nnamdi felt his heart dropped. He was only 15 and had no idea how to handle this situation. When Nnamdi told his friends, they were shocked. Chukwudi tried to comfort him. "It will be okay," he said. "We will figure it out together." But Nnamdi knew that this was something he had to face on his own. Ada's parents were furious when they found out. They demanded to speak with Nnamdi's parents. The meeting was tense, with both sets of parents expressing their disappointment. Nnamdi's father, Mr. Okeke, was especially upset. "We trusted you, Nnamdi," he said. "You have brought shame to our family." Nnamdi felt overwhelmed with guilt. He knew he had made a mistake, but it was too late to change it. Ada's parents decided that she would stay with their aunt in a nearby town until the baby was born to avoid gossip in the village. Days turned into weeks, and Nnamdi felt the weight of his responsibilities grew. He continued to go to school, but his mind was elsewhere. His teachers noticed his lack of focus, and his friends became distant. Nnamdi felt alone and scared. One day, his mother sat him down for a serious talk. "Nnamdi," she said gently, "you have made a mistake, but now you must be responsible. A child is coming and you must be there for both Ada and the baby." Nnamdi nodded, tears in his eyes. He promised to do his best. With his parents' support, Nnamdi started preparing for the baby's arrival. His father provided financial support, but Nnamdi insisted on taking on small jobs around the village to earn his own money. Meanwhile, Ada was adjusting to her new life with her aunt. They stayed in a touch through letters, sharing their fears and hopes. Ada told Nnamdi about the baby's progress, and Nnamdi wrote back promising to be a good father. The month flew by, and soon it was time for the baby to arrive. Nnamdi was anxious but determined to be there for Ada. He traveled to the town where Ada was staying and waited outside the clinic. When the nurse finally came out, she was holding a tiny baby boy. "Congratulations," she said. "You have a healthy son." Nnamdi's heart swelled with a mix of fear and joy. He held his son, feeling a rush of love and responsibility. Ada smiled weakly at him. "We did it," she said. Nnamdi nodded, tears streaming down his face. He promised Ada that he would take care of both her and their son, whom they named Chukwudi. Years passed and Nnamdi's hard work paid off. He graduated from school and started working as a teacher in the village. His dream had come true, but the journey had taught him valuable lessons about responsibility and the consequences of his actions. Chinedu grew up surrounded by love and care. Nnamdi and Ada made sure he had everything he needed. They taught him the importance of making wise choices and staying focused on his dreams. The end.